Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Friday, February 13. At least one financial analyst has agreed with the government that given the fiscal constraints, there can be no massive salary increases in the public sector at this time. Dennis Chung's comments come amidst ongoing wage negotiations between government and public sector workers.
We're not going to have that increase that we're looking for in terms of improvement in incomes and benefits until we can start seeing some significant productivity improvements there, which is why the public sector transformation unit has to ensure that the transformation happens in short order.
In the meantime, the finance minister says the wage claims submitted by public sector trade unions so far are mixed, adding that while some unions understand the country's fiscal constraints, others have not yet grasped the full extent of the situation. Nonetheless, he says government is working to accommodate all parties at the negotiating table.
And see to what extent we can accommodate the claims. If there are non-cash elements that can be accommodated, we'll do so, but there is a limit.
Dr. Phillips was addressing a recent meeting with the diplomatic corps this week. The Ministry of Health expects to have Jamaica's Occupational Safety and Health Bill tabled in Parliament in the new legislative year. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, Colette Roberts-Risden, says the legislation, which is now in its 12th draft, is important to workers.
An indispensable component of the productivity improvement culture, which Vision 2030 seeks to nurture, is the need to safeguard the safety and health of workers.
Mrs. Roberts-Risden was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. She said the provisions in the legislation would give workers the protection required under the International Labour Organization (ILO) standards. She added that this would be good for Jamaica in light of the country's anticipated increased integration into the global economy through the Logistics Hub initiative.
There is need now to have legislation that not just deals with the whole matter of workers in factories and those safety standards, but workers generally in several different areas of employment.
Residents of Nannyville and the surrounding communities are set to enjoy the services of the newly refurbished Nannyville Health Center in southeast St. Andrew. The center was renovated at a cost of over $50 million and was officially opened by Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson on Wednesday.
We are on a move to improve the primary care infrastructure, healthcare infrastructure right across the country. Only a week ago, we symbolically broke ground for the Hagley Park Clinic, where we'll be spending $42 million. We have just completed Golden Spring. Again, almost another $40 million.
Funding for the project was provided by the National Health Fund. Work included the erection of a chain-link boundary fence, paving of the parking lot, roof repairs, and electrical and air conditioning works, in addition to furnishing and equipping the facility. Persons with epilepsy have benefited from $51.8 million in subsidy for medication under the National Health Fund (NHF). The amount covered 45,122 claims over the period April 2014 to January 2015.
Last financial year, NHF beneficiaries enrolled for epilepsy filled 49,000 prescriptions and received subsidy payments of approximately $56 million. This is approximately 2% of the total subsidy paid out during that year.
Mr. Anderson was speaking at the Jamaica Library Service Tom Redcom Drive headquarters in Kingston on Monday. At that function, the NHF handed over 500 children's books on epilepsy costing $360,000. They'll be distributed through the island-wide library network. Epilepsy is one of 15 chronic health conditions covered by the NHF. And finally, Jamaica has improved its ranking in World Press Freedom, moving from 17th position last year to a 9th place ranking among countries surveyed by Reporters Without Borders. Information Minister Senator Sandra Faulkner says it's a significant achievement which has come about through clear actions by the government to improve our media and communications environment. She adds that the access to information and the considerable expansion in the media landscape have also contributed to the improved position. Minister Faulkner has also released released a statement calling for more youth-focused programs as Jamaica celebrates World Radio Day 2015 under the theme Youth and Radio. She has also called for support of the UNESCO Director General's charge to rally round radio and support its efforts to be more and do more for the cause of development. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.